Hey everyone, welcome back to another Market Open. So I got a report here from Bloomberg, although I can't get my hands on the report yet. I'm still trying to find it. That the personal consumption expenditures gauge, which releases today, is roaring up to 3.1%. From a consensus of 2.9%. That's another gauge of inflation. It's the one that the Federal Reserve uses. This gauge does come out about 2 weeks after the Consumer Price Index does. Usually the consumer price index is the first one, the one that's like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. The numbers are high, which we had that experience as well when the data came out 2 weeks ago. Like, oh my gosh, a CPI is so high. So it does look like the PCE is going to blow away numbers away here, or blow numbers away again, which look, I think April and May, we've got to be realistic. The reports for both of these months are not going to look good. April reports for CPI weren't good. The April reports for PCE, obviously higher than expected. I think that's going to continue into next month because in June, mid-June, June 10th, and then towards the end of June, we will get the May inflation readings for CPI and PCE. I expect them also to be rough. The bigger question is, how long term will this inflation be? And that is exactly what we've been regularly talking about on the channel. All of the factors leading towards potential supply chain shortages being shorter term, getting cleared up, or at least starting to get cleared up by the fall, September, October. You get unemployment payments ending, or extended unemployment payments ending more broadly, and school starting again, which gives both parents an opportunity to work again if obviously they have children. There are a lot of changes coming in, massive amounts of changes. And we get away from those base effects of the data that we had last year. Right now, the data we're getting now, the April data and the May data, we're still comparing to the whole of last year. So we got some big problems. Yeah, but anyway, inflation, inflation expectations have obviously been a massive issue for the last 3 months. And only in about the last 2 weeks have we started to see some softening, but seeing the issue continue here into the PCE report. Not a huge surprise, but it's just another little reminder that, hey, inflation is still here. Which another place we know that we still have inflation is, well, hold on a second here. There we go. Another place that we have inflation today is, take a look at AMC in the pre-market. Absolutely incredible, up 21% in the pre-market. The belief is that Tuesday is going to be a very, very big day for Tuesday when we get a new count of shares. This is a big date that a lot of folks are making large bets on. So as always, keep in mind that the market is closed on Monday. And so I would not be shocked to see some activity or some potential trading or more trading activity towards the end of the day today. Though a lot of folks clearly coming on board right now before to see what happens in the next few hours here in preparation of Tuesday, since the market will be closed on Monday. This will be very interesting. So we'll also want to see how the market opens up. A lot of this pre-market trading, this pre-market volume has been elevated for about the last 45 minutes here. However, we have seen this sort of increase or surge in AMC pricing start as early as pre-market was available, which pre-market was available as of about five hours ago now. Yeah, about 5.5 hours ago now. We've kind of 5 hours ago it was up like 3%. It was up like 3%, then 5%, went to like 11%. And right now it's up 21% in the pre-market. So a lot of activity here. Usually heavy pre-market activity is indicative of retail traders, not generally institutions, but there can be pre and post market trading, especially as ETFs buy and sell. Yeah, we'll definitely pay attention to the inflation information we got today. We also had crypto start off. The middle of the night was not great for crypto. Let's go to the 5-minute chart here. So on crypto, we really have sort of a settlement here towards the downside, unfortunately, just really in the last 8 hours here. Dogecoin down to about 31 cents, fell as low as 30 cents, bobbing around 31 now. We've got Ethereum fell as low as 30 or 24.30. What is this? 24.21. There we go. And bobbing around close to 2,600 right now. Bitcoin around 26. Gosh, I just can't read the numbers today. Bitcoin around 36.7. Okay, in other reporting here, what else is moving? Riot and Marathon rotating to the downside. Not good, by the way, that you have Japan. I wrote this down. You've got Japan and Japanese banks bagging on the crypto market. One suggesting that on Thursday here, which was just late yesterday, that most of the trading activity in cryptocurrencies is speculative and volatility is extraordinarily high. It's barely used as a means of settlement. So it's kind of another slam here by including the Bank of Japan and others in Japan on the efficacy or I should say the utility of cryptocurrency. Is it really a method of speculating? Is it a type of momentum play, or is it really an investment? So, take a look at this. So we've got high chance of Bitcoin deflation. What's this? Let's take a listen while we wait for the opening bell here, and then we will take a look at the opening sticks on AMC.
Just hanging right in there.
As long as the bond market says hangs in there, then they're going to ignore even the great Rich Galante, one of the most seminally brilliant CFOs of our time.
Really, one of the most seminally.
Okay. It sounds to me like they're just talking about other things. So we'll come right back to that for a moment because I do want to see what else is up in the pre-market. AMC still sitting around 20%, cost 15, Naked 16, Express 10, Beyond Meat 5, Arcimoto up 3, the Nano Dimension API Honest up about 1.5 here. And we got a bell in about 10 seconds here. Wayfair slightly down. Churchill Capital slightly down. Yeah, all right, we got to go to the bell. Here we go.
Actually, take a look at exactly what he said about inflation.
Here you go, partner.
Thank you.
There's the opening bell, guys, at the NYSE and the NASDAQ. I think at the NYSE, it's Dr. Gottlieb ringing the opening bell.
Hey, it is Dr. Gottlieb.
A short-term victory, Jim, over COVID. President's going to make some comments in Virginia today about exactly that. Declining cases. We're down 91% in cases from the January peak. And we've got half of all Americans with at least one dose, Jim. 165.
Look how green that is. My goodness, what a good day.
Today, whom I regard as being the premier person.
Yeah, somebody's saying, was there an inflation report today? The PCE report, came in higher than expected, but I'm having trouble getting my hands on it because it's not on the usual website. So I'm a little confused because Bloomberg's reporting it's up. But yeah, geez, I don't know. Here, let's listen in here.
That it's time, David, that it's time that we just say, resume your life.
He has been
Okay,
consistent.
here we go. I want to see, AMC, good green candlestick here right at the beginning here. Look at this. I want to see the volume. Volume's going to be a big thing right here. So the 1 minute candle here on the opening. Oh my gosh, no way. Yeah, 52 million. Oh, what? That is literally twice the volume that we have seen of the high days. I'm pretty sure 26 million. Maybe it was 26 to 32 million. But anyway, we had volume of like 26 to 32 million at the opening yesterday and the day before, something around there. And now it's coming in. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now it's coming in at 52 million for the first minute. You got to be kidding me. That's crazy. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Wow. It is no surprise that it is skyrocketing after that kind of volume. Look at it. 35% here. Absolutely incredible. Today, I think, is the run day. This is run day. I start getting more concerned towards the second half of the day and Tuesday. I know people get upset at me for saying that, but this is just what I would be paying attention to. That's all I'm saying. But this is absolutely incredible. 38.4% here right now. It is first minute volume was 52 million. Second minute volume was 9.4. And we're still developing the third minute here. This is wow. Congratulations. AMC investors, much to the disappointment here of those in cryptocurrencies, Coinbase, These guys are just getting killed right now. Not a fun place to be in crypto right now. Tesla's teeter-tottering around 630, big deal. The rest of the stock market, quite frankly, is boring. You've got Teladoc at 2.3%. Okay, here's a little bit of a move. Sundial, hey, don't count this one out. Makes you wonder if this one's going to run back to $1 with the momentum plays here. So let's see here. AMC, okay, a little bit of a rotation here to the downside. We just went from an increase. We went from being up 34% to being up about 27%. Still much higher than what we had here in the pre-market. Kevin, would you sell Tesla if this happened to Tesla? What, like a double in Tesla? No, I wouldn't sell Tesla. Wouldn't even be a remote consideration of mine to sell Tesla. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Stupid mouse is like disappearing on me. Trying to read your comments. Wow. This is pretty incredible. That's a lot of steak dinners. Yeah, no kidding. Very, very cool. So let's see here. Yeah, this is incredible. All right, what else do we have here? So we've got Naked up 19%, costs up 18%. Yeah, you've got a big movement just sort of across the momentum plays here. Salesforce moving very nicely as well, 7% on Salesforce. Woo! There you go. AMC running better than Newsom. That's a good one. Oh wow, yeah. A lot of folks talking about the potential short ladder attacks today. That might where you might start seeing the dipping in AMC, and that being nothing to worry about, and not sell off, right? It's FUD if anybody says sell off. Hey, look, I mean, big day on Tuesday, so I know a lot of people want to be in it. AMC has a 3-day FOMO weekend. This will be hyped with screenshot FOMO all holiday weekend if there is a sell-off on Tuesday before share count. Oh yeah, I totally agree with you. If there's a sell-off before before 1 p.m., it's people are going to be very bullish about Tuesday, which could be very interesting for the pre-market on Tuesday. I think this is just incredible. Like, hey, these are some great candies you got here. There's a lot of talk about people saying, hey, this thing's going over 100. 60 is a number I hear regularly. Going over 100 is another talk I hear. And let me be clear, that doesn't mean I think it's going over 60 or 100. I would be very happy if it does for everyone. But sometimes people are like, oh, Kevin, you said you thought it was going over. No. I'm generally very clear when I speak. There's a reason I say what I say. But in the meantime, enjoy coffee and enjoy that this is about to be up 40%. I think we're going to hit it. This is uncharted territory as well. We don't have prior resistance levels. We don't have, prior support lines. We got nothing. We got nothing here. Ron DeSantis has my back. He should send me some donations. By the way, I do want to ask poll this really quick here, if you don't mind. I gotta run a quick Twitter poll, and I would love for you to be in it. Okay, let's see. What would you be interested in most? Okay. Are you ready for this? This is gonna sound crazy, but y'all know I'm crazy. Okay, look at this. If I held a 32-hour fundraising live stream this weekend, what would you be interested in most? Let's see. And then donations. So it'd be donations for, and then it'd be shout outs, like join the live stream for X, like minutes, whatever. I think that's explanatory. And merch, or like dinner party / private dinner, like private dinner party. I don't know, something like that. If I held a 32-hour fundraising live stream this weekend to beat Gavin Newsom for governor, what would you be interested in most? Just curious. So I'm going to tweet this. Let me know what you think. It'd be interesting to me where y'all are. I honestly, I was even considering playing a game or something because I don't know how I'm gonna keep myself up for 32 hours. But that's one of the missions. But like, look, I was thinking like educational live stream, but what am I supposed to talk to you about inflation for 32 hours? You know, like, oh man, look at that. Microvision is running. So is Build-A-Bear. Wow, Build-A-Bear up again. I mean, we're basically at a double at Build-A-Bear here over the last 2-3 weeks here. Just incredible. Hey, look, Palantir's moving again. Oh my gosh. Really incredible. Let the gamers get involved. No one play. Okay. You know what we'll do? Okay, I'll do a follow-up poll, okay? And I want to hear it from you. So go vote. Or should I include gaming in it? Please go vote. I want to see what yes, gaming, no gaming. Okay. You can play like Rust and build Gavin Newsom's house and build my house. Rating Gavin Newsom. That's terrible. I'm sorry. All right. So 10-year yield down to 1.59. I'm gonna pull up really quick here on Bloomberg. I want to pull up the 10-year break even. 10-year break even. The 10-year break even has behaved a little interestingly over the last couple weeks. The 10-year break even has basically just gone parabolic. Well, not parabolic. It's just been a straight line up. And in the last 2 weeks, yeah, and it's still down. We've seen it run. So it ran all the way up to about 2.6, and in the last 2 weeks, it's kind of taken a seat back to about 2.4. And so it's dipped a chunk, and that's usually how people measure inflation expectations. And it's not a surprise seeing some of those inflation expectations rotate back to the downside. Not a surprise. This is what we've been planning on. This is in our longer portfolios, in our larger fundamental based portfolio. We're at least I am, and we've been talking about this regularly. September, October. Now we don't know when that boom is going to come between now and September and October. Right now we got ourselves an AMC boom, but beyond that, there's definitely a lot of potential. There's a lot of a movement starting to build around that idea. I just think it's wonderful because that we were thinking about this way before any hedgies or suits were thinking about this. It just has meant it's given us many more opportunities to buy the dip, which has been wonderful. Matterport also trading a little bit down right now. It's at 1440, still up very decently over the last couple weeks here, but now trading down a little bit. I want to see where GameStop is. Obviously, another momentum mover here. And I'm very excited to see fundamentally what they do with NFTs. Now, I have no way of figuring out how to even remotely value the potential here with NFTs, but the potential is there. It's up about 2.4% today. I don't know that GameStop is going to run very much the same way AMC is running here. There's a lot of hope that GameStop will, though. I don't know, though. Because back when GameStop was like 150% short, AMC was also pretty substantially short back in January. Right now, though, you can't argue the movement in AMC here. It is red candling a little bit here. It is slowing down. Sometimes, let's see. I want to see volume here. I mean, honestly, on the minute here, volume between 3 and 9 million is still pretty insane. We are rotating to the downside with volume. Somebody mentioned Tesla just turned green. Tesla's boring. Tesla's been boring lately. Yes. Jeremy, we did touch on the PCE. We did touch on this. This inflation being here is exactly why on Memorial Day that 39% off coupon code will officially expire, and we're going to have the largest price increase we've had yet for the programs. Linked down below, including those on building your wealth with stocks, real estate investing, all of them on real estate, including sales and making YouTube videos. We do have more of a down pressure here on AMC. AMC now only up about 19% here, so we are seeing some of that pressure to the downside. We do know that there was a lot of I like to call some people call it. Well, I like to just say preparing. But some people like to call it poisoning the well, where basically people are like, oh, don't worry, if you see the red candlestick, it's short laddering. It's short laddering. Okay, maybe. So it is something that maybe potentially starting to happen. Maybe people are starting to take some of their tendies, but the overall movement says no, you hold through this. So the movement says you hold through this, and you hold all the way through to at least next week, and you rotate your options to next week. I do, yeah. Hold on a second here, okay? Look at this. So I just want to share this. Look at the some of the these are just some screenshots I forgot yesterday. Somebody on Twitter, or not, I'm sorry, this is Reddit, wrote hodl. Well, it's actually hold for 2008. Hold for everyone who lost their homes. Hold for everyone who lost their retirement savings. Hold for everyone who lost anything, to these bastards who have to take everything they can and then some. Hold for unjust bailouts. Hold for your student debt. Hold for your future children's education. Hold because these hedge funds, I don't know why I can't read that. OBSR exposed themselves, trying to destroy a struggling company that still had 5,000 stores open and 50,000 employees. Hold because if these people had the chance, they'd bury us. Hold. I'm softening some of the tone a little bit, okay? But yeah, here's another one. We are here. Many dips along the way to life-changing gains. And they kind of show the ups and downs, and then the Lambo at the end at $500. And obviously they're sending the signal here that there's going to be volatility. There smiley faces and cry and tears along the way. And then we have a comparison to GameStop. Nobody sold, blah, 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 blah. Then Robinhood restricted trading. So in other words, the theme, see what's the common theme here? Nobody sold and held the line. So, there's a lot of this very, 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 very excited discussion going in on AMC right now. We know that. And that I think is why we're starting to see a pushback here. We did see these larger red candles here, and now we're seeing a pushback. Chicago PMI. Hold on, let me listen to this for a moment, and we'll come right back to that.
But right now, 75, we're comping to 1983. What is that, 38 years? Unbelievable. So we're definitely seeing some reopening horsepower show itself, along with some glitches in the road along with it. Think shortages, chips, cars, housing, lumber prices, although some of those things are coming down on the input side. Let's get back to those charts. So we had two spikes in rates. We had a spike at 3 a.m. when Europe opened. We had a spike before the date, and now it's coming down. Open the chart up month to date. What's fascinating is we were hovering unchanged on the month, right around 161. We're starting to dip below that a bit, and it is significant. We're doing all this work here, but in the grand scheme of things, rates have been stubbornly high. The corrections, meaning the rallies pushing rates down, have been few and far between. Finally,
all right, I'm going to pull off this here really quick. Yeah, we have seen obviously the inflation levels here just in general rotate to the downside, or inflation expectations rotate to the downside. So obviously a huge day here for AMC. Am I worried Newsom may add you to enemies list, hit you with Trump charges, accusing you of pushing it? No, I don't really care ultimately what people say. I speak my mind. Yesterday I think I had like 700 comments of people asking if I had been compromised by Citadel. No. I have no shorts on AMC. I have not been compromised. I have not had a single corporate donor. Hopefully eventually in the future as our campaign, once we're planning on going on, well, I shouldn't probably say this yet. We're planning, I'm going to say it anyway. We're working on our rally campaigns around the state of California, so it'll be really fun. But yeah, I mean, look, I get it. Maybe it's because I'm a dad. I don't know, but I love seeing people make money in AMC. It makes me very happy. I think it's wonderful. And the I just get very nervous when trading gets done around a certain date, just because I've seen what happens around dates before. And I'm not talking about like relationship dates. I'm just talking about momentum stocks and specific dates. It just consistently 9 out of 10 times is buy the rumor, sell the news. I hope that's not the case with AMC. You know, I think what AMC should do, honestly, this is probably what AMC is going to do. And I'm not saying this at all as a good or bad thing for a trader. It just is what it is. AMC CEO would probably be wise to eradicate some of their debt. They've got a lot of debt. And the way the stock is right now, I think there's a lot of opportunity to raise some money. Okay, so just be aware of that too. Like that wouldn't surprise me either if that came through. Some kind of debt offering, or not debt. Basically some kind of share offering rather to pay off their debt. So we've got costs at 17%. You are thinking that the AMC is not. I didn't say that. I mean, it is what's in front of us is real. It's up 24%. I didn't say it's not real. It's a strong company. I just think there are cycles, and so that's it. Just be aware of that. I just want to feel. My big thing is if somebody has life-changing amounts of money, and nobody told them that maybe they should consider actually affecting that change in their life, then I think that's a bad thing, right? Like if somebody's like, oh my gosh, I have enough money to pay off. Like imagine this, okay? Imagine you were like somebody mentioned the other day they were $700,000 in student debt, and I'm like, oh my gosh, imagine if you had $700,000 in, or say you had $1 million in profits in AMC, and after taxes you had enough money to literally eradicate your student debt, which meant you could go buy a house and you could live debt free, get that debt off your shoulders or whatever. How could somebody be bad to say you should change your life and you should consider, actually paying that debt off? I think it's important for there to be at least some level of that consideration when people are making money in stocks. I think that's important. But that's just me, But then again, I got hated on when I said Hyliion and XL Fleet were overpriced at $20, and then they have more than half. I got hated on when Plug Power, when I said it was overpriced at 74 and it could have a quantum style fall, and then it did. It fell like 60 to 75%. I also got hated on when I said there's a good chance Bitcoin's going to fall after the CPI readings. I got so much hate, I had to delete videos. I made these videos at the end of January, beginning of January. I'm like, there could be a big crypto crash after the inflation numbers come in for March and April. It's all documented in videos. I got so much hate for even suggesting that crypto could fall. What happened? So, I'm not here for a short time, right? And I know the saying, right? I'm here. It's a little different from that quote people go. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, right? It's the opposite for me. I'm here for the long term, and I always want to provide perspectives on that. So again, I still think you've still got lots of rally time here in AMC, but those are very important things to consider. So I only deleted one video because it had like a 50% dislike ratio. It was like December 28th, something like that. I don't know. The dislike ratio was so bad. And people were just like unsubbing, dislike, and it's like, geez, come on, man. Like somebody can't even put out a warning that just be careful, crypto might fall. Whatever. It's actually, if you think about it, it's very dangerous, because if all you watch are like let me put it this way. Yesterday, I got a ton of hate for just mentioning be careful about buy the rumor and AMC. Read the comments. It's insane. It's literal insanity. People saying like the most vile things. And I don't get angry. I feel sad, because you know what it means? I have zero motivation to post warning videos on YouTube. That's what it does. All of those, yeah, you should just a FUD. It creates zero motivation to have reasonable, logical warning videos because everybody's just gonna hate you. So it's their own loss. I mean, like you can listen to perspective and then disagree with it or not act on it. But it's nice to at least have somebody giving a little bit of a counter argument. Just keep this in mind. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. Lemonade almost back over 90 here. Lemonade here. This was sitting under 80 for a while. Lemonade just snuck back up to almost 90 here. This is also true. Thank you, Planet Allison, for saying that. I was the only one, very true, who said that what happens, and the video's still there, what happens if they change the valuation basis? We all get screwed in Churchill Capital. I said that, and people accused me of just being a Tesla fanboy. That how dare you speak poorly about Lucid? You're just a Tesla fanboy. It is so hard to say anything remotely challenging. It's very difficult. It's very, very difficult. But it's okay. I'll keep doing that because all it for me, it's just I put my thoughts out there, and in 5 years we can look back and go, well, I guess we were right about that, or we were wrong about that. Whatever. All right, back to what we got to focus on, and that is Salesforce being up 7% today. Remember, Salesforce has been trading sideways for 6 months. It honestly deserves a breakout. It deserves a breakout. Very, very important. I mean, somebody here says they're not wrong about the Tesla fanboy part. Well, I actually think I'm probably one of the most critical people of Tesla. In fact, when Tesla missed delivery numbers under that 500,000 figure, I explained why barely, and it was basically a 500K delivery number. So it wasn't about the number itself, but I basically explained why I had concerns about Tesla's growth. And there were some Tesla, some negative things I had about Tesla and some negative things I said about Tesla. And of course, the people who call me a Tesla fanboy generally don't watch those videos. But anyway, I said some negative things about Tesla, and everybody in the comments like, "Oh, why don't you go buy Ford then? You're just a Tesla hater. Like, why do you have all these shares in Tesla? Did you dump all your shares in Tesla?" It's like, gosh, I can invest in something and be critical about it, and that's actually the smartest thing to do as an investor, in my opinion. Not trying to pat myself on the back, but I need to know where the pitfalls are. I need to know where the companies I'm investing in are most at risk, like the whole Peloton thing. Am I worried about Peloton with this recall? Not at all. That's why I plowed more money into Peloton when it was like $79. I bought it at $104, and I bought it at $90. I bought it at $85. Look at it right now. It's at $112. All just short-term FUD, right? I'll tell you what's not short-term FUD. Peloton comes out with a strength training machine, and it sucks. Then I start looking for the door, because that's my long thesis for Peloton. And so, in my opinion, when you're investing in things, you have to look for things that are like, that's a sign that I start working to the door. What's my sign to start walking to the door for Tesla? Margins. If we get margin collapse, big problems. Do I care about the Highway Safety Board, the consumer reports, China and the camera thing, blah, 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 the senators or whatever going, we need more regulation for autopilot. All bullcrap. You hit me at margin on Tesla, that's where it hurts, and that's when I get concerned. Now, fortunately, they've been doing very well there. So these are just written principles that I have, and documented principles that I have for how I'm investing, and they really guide me through the madness of the stock market. So, for example, AMC, look, AMC, $11 billion for a movie chain, that's actually not terribly unreasonable, right? I don't think, at least. Now, if this was like, if AMC had a market cap right now of like $100 billion, then you kind of start going, wait a minute. They're really worth $100 billion. right? That'd be like $300 a share. Probably not. Is it potentially worth where it's at now? 11 billion? Yeah, maybe. In fact, it could probably be worth even more. I mean, I think if somebody told me, imagine COVID wasn't here, right? Like COVID's gone. COVID evaporates and we go back to being reopened. And somebody's like, oh, Kevin, AMC's got a market cap of 20 to 25 billion, which would be like $60 to $70. That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't sound abnormal. I think these things were definitely substantially oversold. But those things don't sound unreasonable when you're just looking at from a market cap point of view. Now, of course, you could compare to other movie theater chains, but they're all depressed. You could compare PEs and price to sales ratios and that, blah, 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 blah. I get it. There are many ways to value. I'm just saying as a gut check, the valuation of AMC right now doesn't actually concern me. What concerns me more is this Tuesday thing, because I think I'm very concerned that there are a lot of people who have really, 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 really big short-term bets. I was looking at options yesterday. I do not own any options on AMC. I want to be very clear here. And I also don't have any shorts on AMC. But anyway, I was looking at the pricing of these yesterday. And so I was looking at put pricing has gotten very cheap for today. But today, you're not going to look at put pricing for today. Let's go to like June 11th. So it's actually interesting. This is kind of what you saw with Nikola, is you actually see the put pricing going up, which is generally the opposite of what happens when a stock price goes up. And it is a beginning indicator of concerns by the broader market, where potentially you actually have more people entering short or put positions because they believe that the rally has gone on too long. And therefore you start getting put pricing going up. Now, also you have implied volatility going up here. Now, I want to say I looked at historical volatility yesterday. Thank you for saying my CCIV prediction was dead on. Thank you for that. I mean, it just made too much sense that it would have been something very easy that somebody like Peter Rawlinson could have done to squeeze out some more money, let's see. Drew, thank you for saying nothing wrong with being a fanboy for something you believe in. I agree with that. I do think, though, that fanboydom or girldom should always be tempered. It should be bound. It should be it's kind of like if you're having fun on the racetrack with a really fast car, you should still have your seatbelt on. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. What's this breaking news? And then I want to talk more about these options.
Three numbers that we had, 82.8, of course, was the number mid-month. It now changes to 82.9. That's our final read for May. How does that stack up, 82.9? It's actually the weakest going back to February when it was 76.8. So we did take a little bit of a dip there. But as I said, it's virtually the same as mid-month read. We just expected a bit of a climb. And if we look at expectations at 78.8, usurping 77.6 mid-month. So that improved. Current conditions, originally mid-month.
All right, I'm bored. So, okay, look. Volatility. AMC's implied volatility was right about at yesterday's level back on February 24th, when it only went up it went from February 22nd to February 24th. It went up 50% pricing, and its implied volatility went to the levels of yesterday. We have actually not seen implied volatility levels go anywhere near what we had in January. So, in other words, there was way more implied volatility in January than there is now. Something interesting to keep in mind. Some folks say, hey, maybe that's a sign that AMC has much more legs. But it is interesting when we start getting put pricing going up as the share price is going up. I understand volatility obviously is a factor of this as well, but so is demand. And it's not a surprise, or it's not surprising me, I should say, for these prices to go up on puts. But where the pricing is really going up is in call options. And that's because you can make real quick money here. I mean, somebody who bought the June 11th calls yesterday is up double today in some cases. So there's plenty of room for massive speculation in options. And this gets can get very dangerous very quickly. Like if I was, going to go hard, I'd be probably just straight in on shares, just because the options pricing can evaporate so quickly, unless you had leaps. If you really believe fundamentally long term, you could leap in. But yeah, the options just going nuts on this. The pricing's all over the place, but that makes sense. So very interesting kind of chart though on AMC. It's just holding. It's just the volume's slowly going down, and it's a hodler. Is that a pessimistic take? Yeah, geez. Can we talk about Elon's tunnels being defensive infrastructure during wartime? Never even remotely thought about it. That is very interesting. Kevin for governor of Florida. Thank you. Tesla has factories and builds cars. As long as they continue to build, the gap to everyone else will increase. The news will come from competitors running into trouble one after the other. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure leap prices are insane too. Here's Sundial. We said it. I said it 30 minutes ago. Sundial, watch Sundial. It could set up for a run again. It wasn't doing it. It wasn't really doing it 30 minutes ago, but it's doing it now. So Arcimoto, 9%, back over $10. Microvision's moving too. Watch that Microvision. This thing likes to run to 24. It ran to 27 last time. Oh, Palantir, let's go. Look at that. 8.4% to the upside. Very, very nice here. Salesforce, 6.4% to the upside. Awesome here. Lemonade moving up to the upside. It's really as inflation expectations are cooling. The ones that have really gotten beat up are rotating back to the upside, which is very nice to see. Square stuck at that 220s range here. A little quiet over here. Doge, Ethereum, Bitcoin, pretty much flat. A lot of this sell-off here on Japanese FUD, Japanese hate. But it's serious. When the Bank of Japan is calling crypto assets mostly speculation and not useful, wait till the market. It's no different from what Jerome Powell says, though. He says crypto assets are just tools of speculation, not a very good store of value. These things hurt. You make Canada great. Well, I think there are some wonderful things that Canada already has. All right, I want to go see what y'all have in terms of very interesting. So would love some more votes if you're interested in voting in this. But I want to hear from all of y'all. So we got about 778 votes here. If I held a 32-hour fundraising live stream this weekend to beat Gavin Newsom for governor, what would you be interested in most? This is incredibly split. Like, this is not helping me. So shout outs are the most or least interesting. It seems like people are more interested in joining the live stream, merch of some sort, and do a simple breakdown of AMC shares in existence to understand why. You don't have to pay $15. Just tell me in the regular chat. Tell me more. Tell me more about what you want me to talk about. But anyway, yeah, private dinner party got some of the most votes here. Really? Like everywhere I kind of travel to? It's interesting. And then for gaming, 77% of you said yes to gaming, but 23% said no to gaming. Very interesting. Yeah, the plan right now is for the 32-hour live stream to be between 8 a.m. Saturday morning and I don't know, whatever that leads you to on Sunday, which would be sometime in the afternoon. I just don't know. Whatever. So anyway, add your vote. Remember, I am Rust White. Oh god. Remember, I am also. What am I trying to say? I am also. Oh yeah, follow me on TikTok. We're posting on TikTok and Instagram more now. So follow me on Instagram at MeatKevin. Follow me on TikTok at RealMeatKevin. Twitter's at RealMeatKevin as well. And take advantage of that coupon code for the course before Memorial Day. Thanks to inflation, we are doing the largest price increase that I've ever done. And not just because of inflation, but because now there's a marketing person who takes a small percentage. But it's going to be enough for some real inflation. See, if our courses were part of CPI, CPI would spike next month. Anyway, but it's true. The pricing has gone up a lot over time as I add content. Not very fast at adding content, but I do add content over time because I don't go anywhere. I've been doing this for years, and I plan to keep doing this for years. But anyway, AMC is really just doing this sideways move here. A lot of sideways movement here. Not as exciting as I would like to see. Like to see a little bit more movement here. Raffles for the courses. I don't know if I could do that. Maybe I could do that. I don't know. I gotta ask. Campaign finance laws are a disaster. I don't understand it all. I hired somebody to help me with that because I don't know. What do I know? Maybe. But it's a good question. It's a fair question. All right. Let's see here. Go offline. Do research. go offline Rust streamers. Oh, that's bad. All right, I'm sorry. All right, Archimoto, good run here. Virgin Galactic. All right, what else do we have here? Palantir, good moves here today. Honestly, I mean, overall, a lot of momentum plays, doing very, very, very large moves today. AMC, I mean, you have to be thankful, even if you're not in AMC, you have to be thankful of the AMC pull-up for the rest of the market that you're seeing. And this is despite the PCE, those inflationary numbers coming in a little higher than expected. Yeah, not a surprise, though. We do expect that April and May data will be rough. So this is not a surprise at all. It is absolutely a concern. So do keep that in mind. Big concerns. So what else do we have? Okay, let's see here. Next, we have a Blackberry. Wow, even Blackberry running. It's the momentum players, they move together. Remember, we had this as well when we had a big sell-off in the momentum players. So something else to keep an eye on. They all move together. ARK. I do want to look at the ARKs. I see some of y'all talking about ARKs here. Yeah, ARK moving up here. Let's look at the moving average. I don't have the moving averages on right now. Here, we'll do a little edit. Oh, I haven't edited this in a while. There we go. Edit indicators. Let's get the 200-day up. There we go. Yeah, let's go to the day on ARK. There we go. 200-day at 114. And that's about where we are now, isn't it? You go out to the week. Hold on a sec here. Hold on. Go back to the day chart here. There we go. It's interesting. Real solid dip that we had in at the beginning of May here. The beginning of May was such a rough point for ARK. And you know what's interesting is you'll see the views on Kathy's like videos and her work, any of her work, goes down substantially, and has gone down substantially because of this sort of sideways performance here. Buzz, I wouldn't be shocked if Buzz is up today. Let's see how they're doing. We don't even have a 200-day here. Let's add the, I don't know, we can add a 50. Okay, 50. There we go. The little line there for the 50. Yeah, it just hasn't been around that long. All right, what else do we have? So AMC, obviously, just kicking butt. Let's go back to 1 minute here. All right, zoom out a little bit here. There we go. So yeah, AMC. I mean, it's pretty incredible. At sitting at, where are we at right now? We're at 32.21. Go out to the day chart. Moving at the 200-day moving average. It's like doesn't even move at all, which makes sense. 200-day moving average on the day here is 676. That's incredible. I mean, just such an explosion off the moving averages. Yeah, it's really cool. You know, it's been sitting at that 50-day. Look at it hold that 50-day pattern there it had for a while. Mostly because it's been trading sideways, so that makes sense. Arcimoto is still running here. Very nice. Arcimoto has been on a rough downtrend here. Going to break that 50-day moving average here shortly. Sundial's also been trading sideways like crazy. Virgin Galactic, there we go. Nice breakout. Palantir's breaking out. Good. Yeah, a lot of the places there has been a lot of pain. Really seeing a nice breakout here. Let's go to Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's about flat today. Still below averages though. And AMC. Okay, let's get rid of the averages for a moment. There we go. Just gonna hide that for a moment. Okay, so AMC under its VWAP now. Trading around, rotating to the downside. It's only up about 20% right now. Somebody says they enjoy my perspective, but they work at a suits office. Oh, well. Well, thank you for appreciating my perspective. Yeah, AMC over 40 today. Hey, I hope it happens. I think the best option for AMC to get over 40 is probably 3 hours before the close. If it doesn't happen 3 hours before the close, I get a little bit more nervous that other traders start getting nervous about Tuesday. I don't know. But traders feed off other traders. We do know that. So psychologically, if we do have a depression in AMC value within the last 3 hours of the trading day, there's going to be a lot of, hey, this was short laddering, this was FUD taking over, we got to go strong on Tuesday. But I'll tell you, anytime there's a day of seems to be a bummer. 9 out of 10 times. I don't know. And I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. That's all. So my boss just said new company called Matterport. Oh man. That's when you want to be in Matterport because it's so early. You know what my favorite thing about Tesla is the amount of people that get in a Tesla and they're like, "Oh, I've never seen Tesla autopilot before. Oh, I've never been in a Tesla before," or, "Oh, I don't trust autopilot yet. Oh, this seems weird." The more of that, the better. The more of that, the better. Seriously, it's great. Yeah, should you invest in AMC right now? Well, a lot of folks would say, yeah. A lot of folks say that the short squeeze is just beginning. If it is true that it's 20% short, then I don't know. Okay. But yeah, I mean, look, 20% short is very different from what we had with GME, which was 153% short. But who knows? Maybe the data's wrong. Maybe we do have to pay attention to synthetics more than some suggest. So anyway, let's see what else we have. Would you buy Tesla self-driving feature on a new Tesla? Wait for it to come out. It's just, I bought it. It's so stupid. Like, why? I've no additional benefit right now. You can get the auto steer, obviously. Awesome, friends in low places. Happy for you. Really happy for you. All right. What else? I think this is where. What else? We look at the negatives. Gap, Upstart. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and jump on over. I got to jump on over to the course member live stream. Remember, if you want to be part of the course member live stream, get it in before Monday, before the end of Monday. So take some of your profits and get some education on stock investing, real estate investing, sales, YouTube, property management. Incredible perspective. So I'd love to have you there. Use that coupon code down below to the moon. Thank you all for being here. Got to run to the course member live stream now, so we'll do some Q&A there. And folks, see you in the next one. Thanks again for being here. Bye and good luck.